Hi, my name's Gail. I'm making this video because I need help. The Australian government via AFSA have decided to make me bankrupt when I was not bankrupt. They've accepted a creditor's, who is a lawyer, affidavit that says that there is no review of the judgment debt. The judgment debt is final, and that's false. I've been through all the judges in the federal circuit court system. Most of them don't know the bankruptcy law. One of them asked the creditor lawyer, can you please tell me the rules on bankruptcy? He said to me, don't read anything into this, but I need to ask him. It is not good enough that the federal court has bankrupted me when I was not bankrupt. I had a review and a current review, which is still current, of the judgment debt in. Now, on the bankruptcy form, which I have complained about to the Attorney General, they don't tell you that you're assumed insolvent. That's why you're bankrupt. That's not good enough. To throw someone in a forced bankruptcy and not tell them they have already been deemed to be insolvent on the issue of the bankruptcy notice is not right. I had money in the bank, then I had cash money. There was another man in the court at the same time. He had $93,000 frozen in his bank account, and they declared him solvent because he had the money, and then proceeded to take it all. That's how they treat normal people in Australia. In 2012, I went to this lawyer, who is now the creditor, to get an opinion on if myself and my daughter had a case from living near the brickworks of damage to our health. He was to get a doctor's report and an environmental report, and he did none of it. So I sacked him. So it has gone from $1,000 because he put me into minor civil claims where I was denied the right to have a lawyer. He got the $5,000 he was asking for, plus an extra $12,000 cost and compensation. So I appealed. So I have now paid the court system and the legal practitioner over $200,000 on this $1,000 fixed price contract. I made sure I got the contract before I engaged him. And now it's gone to bankruptcy court. The trustee wants to sell my home, make me homeless. I'm on disability support. He wants to take absolutely everything I have. And all AFSA have to say on the issuing of a bankruptcy notice, they don't have to prove that you owe the money. They'll issue the notice because the creditor asks them to. That is an abusive process, a total abusive process. So that was in 2017 I was made bankrupt. On the 1st of December 2020, they intend to make me bankrupt for life because I will not fill in their financial statement. The financial statement is to be filled in by a bankrupt. I was bankrupt illegally, but they will not recognise it. I had an appeal. All the lawyer had to do was say he wanted dismissal of the appeal, and he got it. So none of my evidence is heard. I'm not allowed to give submissions. I'm not allowed to question anyone. And this is how the federal government works. Tasmanian government are as bad. All the politicians stand by and are silent while it goes on. It's got to change because they do this to lots and lots of people. And I am sick of being kicked around and treated like a piece of shit because I am declared bankrupt. The Commonwealth DPP took me to court for not filling in the financial form. This is a criminal charge. They didn't serve me the notice of this charge, but the service was waived in this criminal proceedings because I was bankrupt. They are bullies and thugs, and the judges let them do it. The system needs changing. All this COVID stuff and people going bankrupt, it's going to be hell. And the creditors and trustees are going to have a field day. The system needs fixing. For someone who is not bankrupt, who can prove it, but is not even informed of it, is wrong. I had a review of the judgment debt in the federal court, which I still have, which means the judgment debt is not final. Bankruptcy should be vacated. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. They do not listen to me. I'm going to put up some email addresses for if you decide to help me. Try and correct this system, which is abusive, and I claim it's even torturous under the universal system, human rights. I have been tortured. People have been coming banging on my windows, banging on my doors, all hours. They don't leave it alone, and they won't accept the truth. I gave them the truth before any hearing in an affidavit. She asked him, Roland Brown, whether it was true that there was a review of the judgment debt. He just said no, and she believed him. But I had it in affidavit format. Anyway, I need help. I really need help. To be reduced to begging is ridiculous. They want to take this house. When I was not and am not bankrupt. Look, and lots of my ancestors came out as convicts. They were convicted for a lot less than fraudulently trying to gain money. They were sentenced to death, lots were transported, yet these criminal lawyers and trustees, and I say the judges because they are backing them up, are allowed to abuse little people. I will also put up a link for donations if you think you might be able to help, because I don't know what else to do. I don't want to be cast out on the street, and nor am I going silently. I have nowhere to go. It's a ridiculous system, and now they've criminalised me so that they have the power to put me in jail, and this is all without service of a charge. I please ask your help. The Australian government, Tasmanian government, and the legal profession and the trustee profession are all corrupt. Thank you.